Alright, I'm gonna have a deep dive of some things I really liked from this direct, and just like the cool things from it, and like a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I hope you like this video. And before we get started, we gotta have my intro. So yeah, we had the Nintendo Switch Direct 2, and then we get right away with this. So yeah, it's really cool. We start off with seeing Mario, which is really cool. A bunch of racers. We start. We see all these racers on all these different tracks, which is really cool. And yeah. What's this? Yo, you can go on rails? Yeah, that, and then we can go on walls. And then there's a cow, which is insane. And then the Mega Mushroom. Yeah. And then Bullet Bill, and then whatever this is, which is really cool. And they can like teleport into different styles of characters or something. And we got the name, the Mario Kart World, which is really, really cool.
The Mario Kart series is
brand new entry,
on
which
the
is really
Nintendo
cool.
Switch 2 system.
Only on Nintendo Switch 2.
Welcome to this vast world.
Yeah.
Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Yeah, which is really, really cool.
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Yeah, literally in any weather condition, it could be day, night, it could be raining at night, and it's really, really cool about this that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe never had. And yeah, let's keep going. 3, 2, 1, go.
Game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Everywhere is crazy though. Like now we have Grand Prix.
In the classic
which is
Grand
really
Prix
cool.
race.
Yeah, now we don't have to be slowed down, and we can just go everywhere, which is really. And then there's this knockout tour game mode, which basically what it is it's like kind of like Fall Guys, where if you get in like last place or a certain placement, you get out, and it's just like an endless track, and you just like seamlessly go into the next track, and it's really cool. And then the last game mode that they showed so far was Free Roam, which is basically where you can just like check out the whole racetrack and not have to worry about anyone else, which is really, really fun. And I wonder if they're gonna have any other game modes, because. And then yeah, it comes out June 5th when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out. And anyways, more details where that game mode could be is at the Mario Kart World Direct, April 17th, 6 a.m. Pacific Time and 9 a.m. Eastern Time. We don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'm guessing it's gonna be maybe 20 to 30 minutes if I had to guess. 45 minutes absolute max though. So yeah, there's the C button, which stands for chat. So yeah, there's gonna be chat on the Switch too. So yeah, there's this Discord-like thing. It's not actually Discord, but it's really, really cool. You can just voice chat through the system, which is really. Also supposedly say that if you're using voice chat, the thing will be able to hear you from literally right here, which, I mean, it's kind of hard to believe. And, like, in this, it says even with, like, a blender on, it will still hear you, which is kind of hard to believe. But, I mean, I guess we'll have to see when I get the Switch 2. There's also game screen sharing, but it runs really bad. But, hey, I mean, at least they have the feature. I mean, it's better than no feature, so, yeah, that's really cool. And you can also do it with different games, which is cool. You can also make them smaller, and you can also, like on FaceTime, make the screen bigger for one person in the chat, which is really cool.
Game screen.
So yeah, this is also kind of obvious, but you can turn your camera off and mic off if, like, let's just say you have an incoming call or something like that, which is kind of obvious, but yeah. There's also this Nintendo camera, which is, I'm pretty sure, $80 or $50 actually. And I'm just saying, I am not buying this camera. I mean, like, the voice chat is cool and all, but I am not buying a camera that is $50. The only way I would even consider it is if they have, like, a different version of it or something like that. But yeah. And it supposedly green screens you like this, which is okay, kind of cool, but, like, hey, at least they have it. It's better to have it than not to have it, you know? And then you can also have it just with the camera, which is cool, I guess. Like, no green screen, no nothing, so yeah, that's kind of cool. And then games can have like, your face on it through this camera, which, I mean, is cool, I guess, but yeah. And then it can only be up to 4 players, so yeah.
Chat while playing your personal favorites. Anywhere. Game chat.
You also have to have a Nintendo Switch Online membership in order for this to work until, like, I'm pretty sure 2026 is when you have to. But yeah, for now, they want as many people as possible to try it out. So yeah. They also have this new thing called Game Share. So yeah, one person can have this game, and another system can play the same game if they don't have it, so that's pretty cool. And also, they just have to have a Nintendo Switch console, like family of consoles, so you can have a Switch 2, Switch 1, Switch Lite, Switch OLED, all of that, which is really, really cool. The only thing is it has to be a compatible game. So yeah. This segment is all about the Nintendo Switch 2. So it's the same thickness and 7.9 inches, which is cool. And then off the TV, it could be 1080p, 120 frames, which is cool. Yeah, right here, 120 frames. And then now they have HDR, which is cool. So yeah, all of them have this mouse feature, which is really, really cool. So yeah. And then as we know, they have a built-in mic. And then they have this really good
freely, like this
kickstand, which is really cool.
PC port found on
So
the
yeah,
bottom
they have
of
a
the system.
top
There's one on
and
top
a
as well.
bottom USB-C
It's handy
thing.
for connecting a
And yeah, it's
USB-C
cool
camera
for the camera, if you get it.
or charging in tabletop mode.
And also for tabletop mode. Now it has 256 gigabytes.
And writing data is also faster.
And then this new dock has 4K support, which is really, really nice. The only thing that's slightly a bummer is that I'm pretty sure with 4K, it can only go up to 60 frames, so yeah. They have this Nintendo Switch welcome tour. If you have like a question or something, then this game kind of helps with that. And then guess how much this is. If you said free, you would be right. But for some reason, Nintendo said, we want to make $5 to $10 off of this. And it's literally going to be paid. It's going to be a paid digital game. Which is like, what? Like, literally, this game should come with the system. So if you're planning on using your old SD card from your Nintendo Switch 1, think again, because now you have to get these Microsoft or micro SD express cards. So yeah, there's a check mark for the express cards, and then there's a X over the regular ones. And then all your Switch 1 data will switch over to the Switch 2, which is really nice. There's this really cool Pro Controller. It looks kind of similar. It has a C button. And then there's these really cool new back buttons, and you can program them to do whatever you want, and which is really nice. And then finally, they added an audio jack, which just should have been there from the start. I don't know why they didn't put it on the OG Pro Controller, but hey, at least they have it now. So yeah. And then yeah, it comes out June 5th for $450. And if you're in the USA, I mean, it could change because of the tariffs, if you haven't heard about that. So, if it does, that will be really, really sad. So yeah, now there's these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games. And then let's just say you already have the game, then you can get this game add-on for it. And I'm pretty sure it'll only be $20 because the actual game itself is $80. And I know that seems like a lot, but when you think about it, it is a Nintendo Switch 2 edition game. And that's with the DLC, so I mean, it is worth it. And I can't forget about the enhanced graphics. And then they have it for the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which these are $10 unless you have the expansion pack Nintendo Switch Online for $50 a year, and it will be free.
And The Legend of Zelda.
And then there's gonna be one for Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which I think will be $10 or $20, which is cool. More than likely 20 though. And then Metroid Prime Beyond will have a Nintendo Switch 1 and 2 edition, which is really, really cool. And on the Switch 2, if you want 4K, it'll be 60 frames. And then if you want 1080p, it'll be 120 frames. So yeah, it's going to have no extra added content. It'll just have a boost on graphics and all of that, which is really cool. And then this is how they're showing the mouse in this game. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't think it'd be offensive to call it this, but it's like kind of like wheelchair basketball. If it is, I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's like pretty much on this wheelchair playing basketball. So yeah, we got Elden Ring on the Nintendo Switch 2. Hades 2. They're bringing Street Fighter 6. We got this Arsenal game. Split Fiction game. Okay, so EA Sports got a few games. Obviously, they got FC.
And on the
we got that. But we got Madden! Let's go! We got Madden! This was literally my most wanted game for Nintendo Switch. Like, if I could have any third-party game, it would have been this. And we got the game I've wanted the most, Madden, which absolutely makes me so happy. So yes, let's go. So we got Hogwarts Legacy. We got Tony Hawk Pro Skater coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Hitman World of Assassination Signature Edition. We got James Bond. We got Bravely Default. We got Yakuza 0. We got a second party game, which is basically a game Nintendo kind of helped with a little bit, but made by a different studio, so it's kind of called a second party game, so it's kind of like Pokemon. This is the story leading into The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, that's really, really cool. And this is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, coming this winter. So let's look at this. GameCube! For Nintendo Switch Online
Nintendo Switch
expansion
Online
pack.
Plus expansion.
There's also going to be a GameCube controller for this. So yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, Deltarune is coming. Borderlands 4 is coming. So we got a Switch 2 edition Civilization. So yeah, that's really cool. We got WWE 2K and NBA 2K, which is really cool. There's this Survival Kids thing, which, okay, I guess. So yeah. There's this, gun game thing. There's this Star Game Astronaut Experience thing. That's coming in 2026. Somehow, someway, they're gonna get Cyberpunk 2077 Unlimited Edition. They're getting Final Fantasy VII Remake. Path of the Goddess. This is a massive W. Hollow Knight Silksong. 2025 release date. Story of Seasons, Goodnight Universe, 2 Point Museum, Wild Heats, Witchbrook, Tetris 2S, Rune Factory, Marvel Comic Invasion, Star Wars Outlaws, Fast Function, The Mystery of Solus Army, No Sleep, Marina Mole, 2025. This one's really obvious, but Fortnite, let's go, same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So, yeah, I love Fortnite, and yeah, let's go, Fortnite! This arcade, whatever game. So yeah, Professor Layton, Tamagotchi Plaza, Human Fall Flat too. This game is really cool because it was a game just for Nintendo Switch, and that's it. No one else gets it, at least for the moment. So yeah, that's really cool. It's called the Dusk Bloods. In 2026. Let's see what this is. This paper. Okay. It's up. Whoa. Is that Kirby? It's Kirby! Yo! What's Kirby doing here? Is it Smash Bros? What is this? Let's see. Whoa. Has to be Smash Bros, right? Okay. Is it Kirby Air Ride? Let's see, I think it is. It is! Well, that's kind of weird to me because they literally just came out, they're coming out with Mario Kart. When does it come out? Yeah, Kirby Air Ride, like I thought. Or Riders. Oh. My bad. Director. Ooh, Sakurai. 2025. That's gonna be a good game.
Air Ride.
That should be a really, really good game. Let's see this. I'm ready for some Mario. Ooh, that has to be Mario. That has to be like a Mario Odyssey. Wait. What is this? Okay. Let's see. Is this Donkey Kong? Is this a 3D Donkey Kong? No way. No way. No way. Come on. Yes! 3D Donkey Kong! Let's go. 3D DK. Bro, he looks amazing. Yo, this is cool. You can climb. Ooh, this is cool. Smash through the ground. Pick up. Ooh, this is cool. No, okay, keep going. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Donkey Kong Bonanza. That is really cool. Let's see when it's coming out. Scratching his head. Okay. Ooh! July 17th, 2025. Let's go. Alright, that was the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. It's on what I give it. So, I give it probably... So, when I'm thinking about this, they had Mario, they had Mario Kart, they had that new demo game, they had voice chat, they had Madden, which was insane for me, Hollow Knight Silksong, which was really, really nice. We got that new tech demo, which I probably just said anyways. And then we got that new, Donkey Kong game that we just saw, Kirby Air Ride. The new wheelchair basketball game, which is really cool. And is there anything else I'm missing? I think that's it. I think that's like the really cool things. And then obviously the Switch 2 is 4K, coming out June 5th. 4K, go up to 120 hertz. I say that's an amazing console. $450, not bad. I think I'm giving this Direct a 9.5. The only thing that just is holding this Direct back is that tech demo is paid. Like, bro, that should just come with the system. That's just the only thing that's holding it back. So yeah, I think that was a really good Direct. And if you watched this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And type in the comments down below football if you watched all the way through this. Thank you so much, and I gotta go. Have an amazing rest of your day, and peace.